Hey guys, everything from MacBook back here with another video, and today I'm going to be focusing on the new features of the Microsoft Office 2016 for the Mac. So let's start off with Word. So if we go to my word processor 2016 version 15, so Word does take a bit time to load, but I think it has improved from the last one if you compare it. There are a lot of negative things about the last one. So I'm going to start off here with more formats and more things to research about, and then I can choose a blank document, and over here I will find a lot of different things and things that weren't there in the last one. So if we open the last one as well together with this, if I just search for the old one, and we'll have a comparison between the two, I'm sure we can find some. So this is a 2011 version. I don't find it very helpful, so I got mine upgraded. My laptop's lagging a bit, and if we hold this, so let's start off with the Word 2011. So like Word 2011 is a very dull, it comes in a very dull colorway. There's only gray, dark, and that. To add to that, the font and the pictures aren't also up to date, with what you need. This text is more of an old ancient type, which nobody actually likes, and a lot of people want more of this text, which is more bold and more easier to see. If you see these little tabs at the top, they aren't very good. In 2016, they have no lines between, and they're quicker and more organized. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's look at some of the more other features. To process Word, it's not very easy. It does appear on the screen pretty slow and not very clear in a small and thin text. And if we look at all of this, and it's not very easy to see, and even at 100% zoom, it looks like it's barely 70%. So, and if to get the zoom view that other ones have, it's around 110%, which is equivalent to the other word processing 100%. So this is pretty dull and hard to see. If for example, the language I study Spanish, so if I try typing in Spanish, it will not correct it. And even if I right click on this, not a difference. They have non-Spanish words on there, and it's very complicated. So let's go back to my US keyboard, and now we can see that these tabs are made into very dull old tabs with less clear icons, which if I see on the Word 2016, that is much better. So let's move on to the Word 2016. Save. Word 2016 is a much more stylish and much more bright word processing unit. You can see the paste buttons wide and big over here. You can see these icons, unlike the old one, are bold, new text. The highlight buttons, and then all of these things look even better. As you can see, there's no lines in between here, so it makes it look even more organized and less confusing. I can see everything better in here, not as crowded and as small. at this 100%, it's much bigger. The word processing is faster. I don't really have to care about like autocorrects in the last one. It used to be really annoying. In this one, it's just extremely fast and easy and like more compatible. So now let's move on to other advantages. You can see if I make the text a bit bigger, around 16, it is extremely perfect, and I can set that to my normal text like that. So Word 2016 does have a lot of advantages, but as you know, like in Macs aren't really meant for Word, so there is other processing units like Pages, Keynote, and like that. So now let's move on to Excel. Let's compare the old two Excels. Let me just quit these two so they won't come in our way. So let's go to Excel. This is my new one. And this is my old one. So let's open a normal blank Excel workbook. So let's start off with the old one, 2011 version. I do think the icons were a bit better, like they were more colorful and bright, but these icons are easier to recognize, and like most people are more familiar to these. You may get a bit like confused with these. So let's see. Text over here is blurred, pretty blurred, even though they're showing an example. Fill color is not very. The fill color is not very bright and not like what you want it to be. Paste button is small in the top left corner. These buttons are small, as I was saying for Word, it's squished into the same place. Over here also, it's squished into the same place. It just doesn't seem right. It comes in a clear curved box with some options unavailable. The number, like, it just doesn't seem right. Like, it looks dull and it doesn't seem right to work on. It might get you bored working on it, and like the numbers are listed small over here, and I think this is 100% for this. Sheet 1, if I had another one, like it doesn't seem right. Like they don't look that nice. And to rename a sheet, it's more of a hassle, and like it's small, so I can't really see it. So as you can see, like Excel is just as bad as 2011 Word. Now let's move on to the 2016. We'll choose a blank workbook. These tabs are much bigger for the sheets. The columns are much more bigger and organized. The color on the top is green. The paste button's bigger. These things, all of these things in the tabs aren't squished and just put in there. Also, like, there's also like options to angle the text. That's a very good thing. And Excel I don't really use that much, so I have nothing to say about. But if we move on to PowerPoint, I do have some important things to say about it, since PowerPoint has been 2011 hasn't been very good. So let's move on to PowerPoint. We'll open both of them. We'll open the new one and the old one. So we'll start off with the old one first. We'll start off right over here. So first thing is, these styles aren't very modern. If you look at the Word 2013 or 2016 in Windows, it's much more bright, much more like clear things, more complicated, more design things. So let's just use a normal blank white one. Again, with all of these, they're not designed properly and dull and squished into one place. If I click on this, click delete and delete, its white page isn't big enough even if I go up to 100%. And the problem is like in both Word PowerPoint things is you have to zoom out a bit. Slideshow doesn't look very nice. For example, if I just add a text box, I'll click text, word art, right, and I'll command A, command C, and I'll add a few new slides, right, and I'll just command V it. And if we slideshow play it, right, you can see that it's not like it isn't presented in the way Microsoft should have done. Let's move on to 2016. Now these designs are amazing and I have used them a lot. This featherhead, this vapor trail, one of the most common ones are these, and you need these a lot for presentations, and I can never find them on my laptop. So if we take a blank presentation, Word does open it like this, but it takes barely a minute or so to stick it back in place. So if I click on text, see that if I delete this, right, if I click on text, it tells me that I have a text box by this little A icon underneath the cursor. So if I draw a big text box and type whatever I want in there, keep typing, keep typing, keep typing. If I just keep on typing, keep on typing, keep on typing, it'll just it'll adjust itself, and it is more bright and colorful, and it does give you more options. Nothing squished. Everything is shown clearly and effectively in this. So if I go on to like that, now my PowerPoint is amazing, and design, I can change my PowerPoint anytime I want. I can change it to this. So I really do think that Microsoft Office 2016 is worth getting, because it will make your work easier and more organized. But I do have one more thing to look at. I just forgot about it. I have Outlook. My school uses Outlook a lot, so my old one doesn't work, so I'm just going to show you the new one and give you a description about the old one. I'm going to compare it to the website one. So this is just the ICT support, right? So I really think that it's more organized, right? And it just looks better. So you've got your new items, new email, you've got rules, you've got junk, you've got address book, you've got a filter email, you've got send and receive. So like, I'm going to compare this to the website one, and I'm going to show you. So if I go here to the Outlook web app, sorry. If I go to the Outlook web app, right, I can see that it is very familiar, but I do think the one Outlook web app is easier, because all I really do is write emails to my teachers, to other people, to import essays, to email, to respond to emails ASAP. So that is what I use. So I do think this is an advantage. So if you actually like design stuff and use your laptop a lot in school, Microsoft Office 2016 is definitely a yes and have to have, because it will help you get, like, if for example you're doing an essay, it will get you higher grades if you have specifications. If you're doing a PowerPoint, it will get you higher grades for the design. For doing a leaflet, one thing I don't get always is publisher, and I'm really gonna try to get that. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope to review something else, and I'll see you next time.